Hello guys, today I'm going to be showing you how to do a quick upgrade on the HP Beats Envy 15-inch computer. So stay tuned for the video. So in case you guys haven't seen this computer, I actually had this computer for a couple of years and it's just been sitting around, and occasionally I use it for my music or personal use, but I decided that I was gonna do a little upgrade on it and just make it a little bit more speedy so I could basically get my tasks done a little bit quicker. So I decided that I would do a RAM upgrade. So right here we have 2 sticks of RAM. They're Samsung RAM memory sticks, and I purchased them on Amazon for about, I would say, close to $60 or so, about $57 and change. They're 2 DDR3 1600, I believe, sticks, and I believe that the shipping was free, and I just got these 2 sticks, and I'm just gonna be upgrading the memory. In case you guys are wondering why I chose to only do the memory, the computer is a few years old. I believe I got it back in 2013. It was running, I think, Windows 8 at the time. As far as I can remember, I know that the computer has a i7 processor. It's a quad-core processor, and when I actually first got it, I think it was running possibly 8 gigabytes of RAM. I could be wrong, but it was possibly 8 gigs of RAM, and I had a 750 gigabyte Western Digital hard drive, which is the same hard drive that it's actually using right now. I know for a fact that every part in it is still the same. It hasn't really been touched that much. As you can see, the slots are empty, so I took the original RAM slots out. Also, it's generally pretty clean. It's not that dirty. It has a slot loading DVD drive. The battery that's present that you can see there is the original battery, hasn't been changed. I probably should change that because the battery life is actually really bad and it does not last us almost about an hour or so, and especially when the fans kick up and the tasks go above a certain level, when you're running like programs like Photoshop or anything that uses a lot of processing power, your battery drains to nothing in seconds. So I probably should get that changed. Just to let you know, I actually took this computer apart a couple of times because I had an issue. The HP Beats button no longer works. That was because the computer might have been dropped, but the computer itself functions, which is the main important part. I also wanted to note that I did take out the processor in this computer. The processor that was in the computer, it is removable. If you look closely, it looks like some sort of type of zero insertion force, ZIF socket. For those of you know what ZIF is, it is removable and you can upgrade this processor. I actually tried to once, and I bought a processor which was the same kind of series, but it wasn't compatible, unfortunately, because I guess the motherboard only supports certain processors of that chipset range. So you have to make sure that your processor is directly compatible with the motherboard and the firmware, because if you don't, you're just going to get a processor that won't boot and the computer won't turn on. So I returned it and I got my money back, fortunately. So I'm still using the factory processor, but I did change the thermal paste. I believe I was using Arctic Silver. And I believe after that I put Formula 7 afterwards, so it's a lot better thermal conductivity. So I want to show you a couple of other things. These are the fans. the way they designed this computer, it's supposed to be kind of like a premium computer. The chassis is made of aluminum. It's no way on par as far as the MacBook Pro standards. MacBook Pro unibody is still far much better than the HP Envy model. It's definitely kind of flimsy. It doesn't show its age until a couple of years though. You can get a good couple of years out of it, and then you'll start to see the chassis will start to bend, which is what happened to mine. Also, if you look here, you have some subwoofers for the HP Beats. They're kind of old now, so you don't really have the same effect as you did originally when the computer was first purchased. But let's take a look at the fans. This fan, I believe, is for the GPU. It has an AMD Radeon GPU chipset, and then this fan is for the CPU. So in case you guys didn't know, they're tied together with this heatsink. It's like they're linked together. So you have one heat pipe going in one direction over the CPU, and another heat pipe going in another direction, and it's going underneath this plate over here, and it's covered. You can't see it right now, but it's covered. The GPU is located here in this area, and then the CPU is located right there. So that's it. So now we're going to be installing the memory modules. So each stick is 8 gigabytes in size capacity. So I'm going to be putting a total of 16 gigabytes of RAM into this laptop computer. And in case you guys didn't know, I'm actually certified as a computer technician. I'm certified in computer networking, so I'm not just doing this blindly or without any knowledge. I'm actually qualified to do this. So it's pretty simple to install. All you have to do is make sure you have the notch lined up. The gold pin should be facing the length. Actually, the notch is facing more to the left, so you want to make sure you have that notch. Just have to flip it if you're facing the wrong direction. Just make sure it's facing the right way. You insert it, boom, and then all you have to do is you push down gently until you hear a click, and that click tells you that it's inserted. And you do the same, repeat the same process for the other memory module. So actually, for the memory, I actually used Crucial's site to type in my computer model number, and that's how I found out exactly what type of memory to put in this computer. Although I didn't buy Crucial memory, I could have, but the Samsung memory was far a bit cost less, so that was the reason why I chose to use the Samsung memory modules. So now we're just going to push down till we hear that click, and there you go, and it's in. So that completes the installation of the memory module. So if you guys have any questions about computers or this tutorial or any comments, you can feel free to leave them below. Subscribe to my channel for more videos, and I hope you guys a good day and see you in the next one.